If you're always giving up on your New Year's resolutions by mid-January, there are a few reasons why. Watch this video to get back on track. The first reason why people lose momentum by mid-January when it comes to their New Year's resolutions is because there is a perceived fresh start when you're starting your goals on the new year or even a Monday or the beginning of the month. It creates this false expectation that we're going to be extra motivated and that we're going to pull through because it's a fresh year or fresh week. So instead of planning properly for obstacles and distractions, the only thing that someone is focused on is that fresh new feeling of starting a new goal. A study shows that temporal boundaries, which is starting a new goal at the beginning of a fresh new start, so a year, a week, or a month, really gives a false expectation that you're going to be able to have sustainable energy and motivation throughout the goal time period. So people tend to place a higher expectation of themselves when in actuality, it's just kind of like a high. It's like, ooh, that excitement, which leads to the next reason why people tend to give up on their New Year's resolution by mid-January, early February. And that is because they are not properly planning for those obstacles that I mentioned in the first step. Now, sometimes we think of obstacles as situations, but obstacles can be the people that are in our environment that are going to have a direct effect on us achieving our goals. There are many variables that come into play when we're taking action to reach our goals. So not properly planning for the people that are affected and not properly understanding how our mindset is going to affect the way we show up for our goals is a really big reason why people just give up way too soon. In neurolinguistic programming, there is a success formula, which we say cause is greater than effect. When we are trying to achieve goals and we don't properly plan for the obstacles, including the people that might, come into our lives and what we would perceive as throw us off, and we haven't done the proper mindset exercises to strengthen our mindset, we can tend to put ourselves at effect. Now, what that means is that when you're at effect, when an obstacle occurs, you blame that situation, you blame that person, maybe even blame yourself. You're so hard on yourself because you say, if this didn't happen, then that. Now, being at effect is giving your power away to that situation or that person that you're blaming. And when you give your power away, what it's essentially saying is that you don't have control over your own reactions and emotions. So not taking self-responsibility for what is going on in your world is going to prolong the process of you reaching your goal. And it's probably going to derail your motivation to keep on going because your mind is perceiving that you have no control of your situation or your actions. Therefore, what's the point of continuing on? Now, when you can get at cause of your situation and how you react to your situation and the people in your environment, then you can make more empowered decisions and have more empowered beliefs about yourself and your chances of reaching your goal. So for example, if you're saying that you can't reach your income goal because your Facebook group, where you're showing up to market your offers, is really dead, then what you're saying is that you're placing your own power into that group and not allowing yourself to be at cause. And what at cause would look like would be, this is not working for me. How can I do something different that is more aligned to getting me the results that I want? Do you see how whenever you're kind of placing that blame on some other external thing is really putting you at the mercy of that platform, of that person, of that situation, versus taking back your power and asking yourself, if this isn't working, how can I change? What can I do? Now, if you're someone who wants to go beyond goal setting and you want to become a manifesting queen, then I invite you to join my Money Manifestation Ritual. It is a free mini course that goes through the science behind manifesting, and it will teach you how to extract the blocks keeping you from earning more money and show you how to make manifestation an unconscious habit. Grab the link in the description. The next reason why you're giving up on your goals a couple weeks into it is because you're putting a band-aid over your mindset. Sometimes we think that we can will ourselves to do something with simple affirmations or thinking positive. Affirmations alone aren't going to help you manifest your goals. You have to get to the root cause of what's blocking you from reaching your goal. If you keep coming up against resistance, there is something there at a subconscious level that's keeping you from going all in or keeping you from seeing the path of least resistance. Think of it as an iceberg. Sometimes we think that what's in our path is just the tip of the iceberg, but there is so much more underneath the water. It goes deep and it goes wide. When we're just trying to overcome obstacles with positive thinking and affirmations, we're really just getting to the tip. We're just knocking down the tip of the iceberg, but there's so much more deep down under the water. One of my community members recently said how she was experiencing so much more ease and flow because she was able to extract limiting beliefs and negative emotions that were holding her back. Sometimes we think we're immune to certain negative self-talk or negative situations, but if they keep coming up in our awareness, then that is a signal from your unconscious mind that it's a strategy that you're running subconsciously, that it's something that you need to address within. And going to the root cause and dislodging that from your unconscious memory and beliefs is going to help you thrust forward. When you release those blocks, you're able to have more mental clarity to make the decisions and have the reasoning to get to your goals more efficiently. So don't let the iceberg sink your ship. Tell me, what is the longest you committed to your goals? Let me know in the comments. Now, another reason why people give up on their goals too soon, they're not attaching emotion of how the result of their goal is going to positively impact their loved ones. Researchers at the University of London used functional magnetic resonance imaging to demonstrate the neurological power possessed by deep attachments to other people. What they did is they used a functional MRI to test how the brain reacted on mothers when it came to reaching their goals. When these mothers were looking at images of their own children, the reward centers in their brain were activated, as well as the areas that suppress pain during childbirth or intense emotional experiences. But what was even more interesting is the area of the brain that was deactivated. Researchers found that areas associated with negative emotions, social judgments, and assessing other people's intentions were suppressed. So meaning when you can attach some emotion of how the results are going to affect your loved ones positively, then you reduce the amount of negative self-talk and external interference, which gives you a much needed emotional boost to keep on going. If you're a woman entrepreneur in the Houston area and would like support and guidance on mapping out a clear strategy to reach your goals, then I invite you to join one of our workshops in the CEO Lab. You can get access in the link in the description.